Hello, winners, and welcome to Two for the Win with your hosts, Nick and Will. We have a special episode and announcement today, but before I give you any kind of hint of what we're going to talk about, be sure you subscribe, share, and follow Two for the Win on your favorite platform. I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, Nick Menard and Associates with Dream Vacations, for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you, Nick Menard.
You're very welcome. Hello, Win. Hello, Will. Hello, winners.
Will and winners. I like that. Yeah, Will. Yeah, there we go. It rolls off the tongue. Hey, so we have a special announcement for those of us who, those of you winners who follow our podcast. You know, on Monday we have Monday Mindset, which talks about leadership, mindset, entrepreneurship. And so, as you know, for you Wanderlusters who follow our Wednesday episode, Nick has his agency, travel agency, Nick Menard and Associates with Dream Vacation, something he's been building for the last 3 years, and recently just achieved a certain status that is definitely worth commemorating on. So I don't want to steal any of your thunder, sir. Why don't you tell our winners about the recent achievement of the agency?
Yeah, thank you, Will. And you're part of it. You act like you were out of it.
I know, but you're
agency.
the big dog of this. So you drive it, and I'm I got my tongue wagging out the window in the back seat.
Well, thank you for the opening. But yes, with our agency, I'm very proud to say that we achieved a certain level based on sale that is very commendable. Its ability to reach between $750,000 and $1.25 million of sale during a period of 12 months. And even though we were very close end of last year of that level, my goal was to reach by the end of the year, like the $1 million. So now we are actually, we are above the 750. We are close to $825,000. So the goal is still reachable. It's going to be we need to have a strong finish of the quarter of the year, but we reached the platinum medal level, which is the fifth highest. I mean, the fifth out of 6 different rank of medal level tier, should I say? So we have the no level, which is 0 to 30K. We have the bronze level, which is the 30 to 130K. The silver level from 130 to 300K. The gold level is between 300 and 750, and then platinum's between 750 and 1.25 million, and then the diamond level, which is the highest level in the company, which is 1.25 million and up. And so we are like just one more step. So it's funny how it goes. When I started, so of course everybody started at the no level. I reached the bronze level. Just to give an idea to listeners, when you are building something, it's not coming in one time and as fast as you want most of the time. It's the same for the agency. So basically, I reached the bronze, which is $30,000. I think it took me 4 months. All right. Mm-hmm. Then the silver level, which is 125, I reached it just before my first year end. So I was so excited to be silver because I thought it was a huge achievement the first year. You know, like I said, oh my God, $125,000 of sale. That's fantastic. Then the gold was like 2 months later. Like 2 months later, gold was reached 300K. Then now, like 3 years later, reached platinum. And we always were around the 650 to 8 to 750K, you know, like the last 6-7 months. But now we officially reached that because it needs to be, you know, clients, buying but also leaving. So it's a lot of components, you know, in order to reach those different middle level tiers. So, but now we officially platinum. So it means that we are consistent, we're growing. Now, of course, I'm not by myself anymore since end of last year when you were the first associate. We have now 7 associates. The last one who just came in, actually the paperworks are in, but she's not officially in, but it's someone from Texas. So it's great because, as I mentioned in the beginning of the year, my goal was to grow in different states. And it's something that I was not able to do so far. All right. Yeah. So now I'm able to say that we are growing outside Florida. And that's something that excites me
Mm-hmm.
because if you want to grow in any kind of business, definitely in something service level online, you like to have a presence, wider presence than just a presence all in the same state or cities or, area. So, so very, very excited by the achievement. And the reason why we wanted to talk about it today is just to motivate any entrepreneur, any business owner that it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And if you do the right thing, if you hold yourself accountable, if you set clear expectations, you will reach whatever you set yourself to. Maybe not in the timeline you would like to, because I wanted to be diamond after a year. I didn't think it was possible, but now I know diamond will be achieved next year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't know where, but it's going to be achieved. And so that's exciting to have, goal and targets to achieve, and knowing that it's going to happen because of work and because of growth, because of positivity, because of training and learning, never stop learning. And it's rewarding at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the reason why we wanted to have this to celebrate, because celebration, as we always said on Monday Mindset, it's extremely important to celebrate small, middle, big wins. Celebrate it. Otherwise, you get burned out. You think that you never go, fast enough, and you don't realize the steps that you did in order to be where you are today.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And I think, so first off, again, congratulations. That is really a notable achievement. And you touched on some things I'd like to kind of maybe ask a few more questions around for the benefit of our winners. The first thing you touched on was, like your first year. So you're in year 3. First year, again, you're just getting started. You reached that 125,000 plus level. Year 2, you really started hitting your stride, and then towards the latter part of the year, you started building out the agency. This year, you've already expanded the agency quite a bit, from 1 to 7, now potentially 8, potentially having it multi-state, which is fantastic. Sounds like that's just more procedural at this point. So, but for the winners to think about, so you're doing this while you also have a full-time job, and obviously one of the great things about being a travel agent is you're working with people on things that are really exciting and fun for them. Like, it's not like you're trying to sell them a car warranty.
Insurance.
Yeah, or something like that. Like, it's like they're trying to create, a memorable experience in the vacation. And the fact that what some people do is, and we talked about this on the Monday Mindset before, but Robert Kiyosaki's The Cash Flow Quadrant, some people just think in terms of an entrepreneur. And you were doing that and being very successful and being a solopreneur and building the your clientele list. But then you took it to the next step and to make that shift from a solopreneur to a business owner. And that's not easy to do because, again, you taught yourself a lot. You also had good people you reached out to aid you along the way. And, Dream Vacations has material that helps as well as the vendors. But, for all intents and purposes, you're self-taught. Much different when you're trying to teach it to newbies to the industry and you have to come up with the training program, figure out the rigor. Like some of the things that come second nature to you are not second nature to the new agents. So full-time job, building your own book of business, and then training new agents, and all of them, or most of them, I should say, also have full-time things. So they're doing this on the side and being successful at it. So maybe if you don't mind, you can walk us through that journey of in year 2, when did you start really feeling more comfortable about making the switch from solopreneur to building the agency as a business?
That's a great question, Will. Well, if people who listen to us all the time, I will probably be redundant at some point, but the first year was totally new industry for me. So I always love to travel, but it's different between traveling and selling travel.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first year was all about understanding, oh my God, there is a million vendors, because people know like 5, 6 vendors top of their head, but there's literally a million vendors. You need to learn all of them, maybe not all together at the same time, but you need to learn all of them, because if you have a request about something that you never thought about before, and it was the case all the time in the beginning, and definitely now still, you need to learn about it, because nobody will help you out. I mean, yeah, you have help from online, but you need to do the work in order to understand it and to know how to sell it, what to sell, how to not make a mistake, because you don't want to screw up anybody's vacation. And so it's a lot of self learning. All right. So the first year was extremely busy learning. And then the second year I started understanding way better how it works. And then luck comes with it, because you search for luck, and then when you are consistent, luck always finds you. And then you start having like a couple of clients out of nowhere that just bumped you up. All right. Then you do the follow-up, you do the referral, you want to have something from the people who are happy from you. So by referral, by doing reviews, by following up of the reviews, following up on those people who are actually helping, becoming clients and never want to work with anybody else because they love the service received. But at some point, when you do a business like this, when it's an online business, travel agency, it's online business. I don't have a front door. I realized very quickly, I have 24 hours in a day, and I have 8 hours who are locked for my job. All right. I write books. I wrote one. Second one is on this way. I do more than just that. I do also the travel agency, and I always look at opportunities for investment. So I'm always busy. So it makes me laugh when, you and me, we know a lot of people that are always claiming that they're too busy.
Right.
They're not too busy.
Right.
They're not too busy. They just decide they just want to spend time somewhere else. I respect everybody who wants to do that, but they cannot say they're too busy to do something, because no one is too busy.
Right.
And so that's number one. And then I realized, what if I have, instead of having 24 hours, why if I have 48? Why if I have 72 hours in a day? And the only way to do that is to duplicate. But duplication requires work, requires time. It's time consuming. I don't have any employees. So they're all self-employed, 1099 people. But I'm not the kind of person who want to add people, because you're losing your time and energy, with everybody, instead of focusing on making sure that they understand, making sure that I'm always available for them. How many calls I receive daily, daily. They know after 5, but daily. Hey, Nick, we just started recording, and I was looking down, and I have another associate that said, Nick, I need your help for something. Can you call? I'm like, well, I just started recording. I just call you after. Yeah. But I mean, by that, it's nonstop. And I love it, because if people reach out to you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, it means that they want to be great. They want to get better. I'm more worried about people who never reach out. All right. And also the way I select, that I select when a lot of people reach out, and majority of people that reach out that I have a chat with, I decide to not move forward with. And it's not because I'm hardcore in interviewing, but if I feel like this is not a match, or if I feel it's someone who wants to get rich quick, or if I feel that someone doesn't realize the kind of work that needs to be put in this business, I don't have interest for them to start. It's not an MLM. So we need to spend time, with those people. And all but one are entrepreneurs. That's something that I said. I want to focus on people who already know that work is needed in order to be successful in anything in life. I'm not saying that people who don't understand that, but the chance that they don't really get it are higher than if you work with people who are already business owner, right? So I work with people who own businesses, because they know the work will be needed, and they all know that in beginning, that's going to be a lot of work for a lot of little reward. And I love that mentality. But to answer your question, long-winded answer is literally, I can do so much in a day. But if I can duplicate myself and find people who are better than me, that's where the success will be. Yeah. And that's why, we have a group chat when we we chat about, celebrate success. We talk about, question and Q&A and stuff. I want everybody to be successful. And sometimes I said, hey, great job, guys. This month we did like 100 to 20K.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And they said, well, Nick, it's probably 110 you. No, we are a team.
Yeah.
We are a team. I want to celebrate as a team. I don't want to feel like, I do more than others. But guess what? Now I got a month and a half that I have less sale than other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where you want to be. You don't want to be always the superstar. You want to be the one actually who helped the most, but have the less sales, because it means that other people want to be successful. And I reward people by giving them more and more incentive, adding more percentage in their commission, who more they sell.
Right.
So that's an accelerator. And I want them to reach the maximum level. So I get the least from their sale. But if they sell a lot, that's a lot of sale for the business.
Oh,
and so think less about yourself, think more about your agency in this case,
mm-hmm.
and then you will get a lot more rewards than to think, oh my God, I get a lot more money now that they are just starting. I don't care about that. I want everybody to be at the maximum of commission.
Mm-hmm.
It means that we have tons of sale in the agency.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about the mindset, but literally I can do so much during a day because I have the day job. And the reason why I still have a day job is because I love the people I work with.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to see the growth that we have and things like that. And I love the coaching and leadership aspect.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
And that's it.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. And it makes a lot of sense. I think when you use that analogy of, I have 24 hours a day and there's only so much I can do to maximize and optimize that time, because you do have to sleep, you do have to eat, you do have to have at least some leisure, right? You're not a robot.
Mm-hmm.
But the way to kind of augment how much productivity can happen in a 24-hour cycle is through duplication. And that comes through, working with the independent contractors who are agents of your agency. And again, they, like you said, they're self-employed. They're running their own agency, but you're there to give them the support. I think one thing that I've taken a lot of pride in, and we haven't talked too much about it on the episode. I think maybe you have more than I did, but I'm having people reach out to me now who are saying different side hustles or businesses, so to speak, that they're starting because of what they heard from us. What I wanted to do more is maybe have you showcase a bit about what it's like working as an agent, travel agent. And I know you shared the story in the past about how you got started because you were traveling, you're posting things, people are asking you about it, and you're like, well, actually, I could just help them book it and save them some time, and they wouldn't have to necessarily pay more because of the arrangements you have set up. They're basically paying the same or less. But maybe chat a little bit more about like some of the rewarding experiences you have working in this specific industry.
I mean, the reward are endless in the sense of I can answer this different ways. All right. So one of the reward I personally have is the ability to open my eyes about what the world has to offer. Because I thought I was well traveled. I always felt like in Europe, I've been in every single country thanks to playing basketball and just living there. It's a lot easier to travel around when you're from there. Then I came to the United States every year since I'm 16 years old. And so I thought, I've been to so many places as North Africa and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then I started and I realized I didn't see nothing yet. Like there are so many places that I'm lucky enough to sell to my clients and then see their experience and understand and listen to what they experience. And I'm like, I want to do this. And we talked about it. We have in our phone, like in the notes, like or wish list, like to go, like all destination want to go.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be 2, 3, but now it's like a freaking page, like and then you need to figure it out. And of course, if you want to go to Asia and you have 5, 6 things to do that you want to see in Asia, you want to do more than one thing, but still have a job, So it's difficult to do those things, but it opened my eyes about all the different places that I had no idea about or that I didn't think about as a destination for me that no, I said it's definitely something that I want to do. Now, on a business level, the reward is insane when you start with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started in this agency, you get help, but it's online help. You don't have a person to hold your hands as an entrepreneur. All right. And when you build something from zero and you hear people, oh my God, you do travel agent. I didn't even think that travel agents still exist. Why use a travel agent? You can do everything online. That's a waste of time. You're never going to make any money with this and stuff. But that's me personally, that add motivation. Tell me I cannot do something, I'm going to prove you wrong, brother. That's for sure. And then the ability to come back and say, oh my God, I have a job, very decent pay. And then I have a business that I spend so much time in beginning, like every evening, every weekend, it's learning and stuff like that for 2 times nothing. And then having that growing and then work a little bit less, but make a little bit more. Because then so things that used to take an hour to book, it takes 10 minutes now. Mm-hmm. All right. When someone asks you a question, instead of going and trying to figure out the answer, I don't know all the answer, but I know a lot of those answers, because the same kind of question comes back. So now you feel a lot more confident. Earlier, I had a conversation for a huge trip in Italy, like we're talking a 50K trip in Italy. And I literally was boom, 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 answer. Oh, it's 3.5 hours train. Or that is 2 hours. Or I would stay in that hotel in that area. Or there's a vineyard that you need to go as a lover of wine and stuff like that. And they told me, oh my God, you were so knowledgeable about that. I could not do that a year ago or even 2 years ago. And that's actually the beauty of knowing things faster, so you can close faster, spend less time, and make more money. Mm-hmm. Because in beginning is the most difficult part. But having a salary and having that's growing, and then have the ability to see, hey, that's from my effort, 100%. I need to work, I need to close, or nothing comes on my bank account. Mm. And having now, it's 5 months in a row, that's the business making more money than the job. Mm-hmm. And that's the biggest reward for me, because I'm building something on the side that allows me to get the same and even more right now, 5 months in a row. My first mentor, she always told me, unless you make 6 months in a row more than your job, never even think about leaving. Mm-hmm. And it stick with me. And again, I'm not planning to leave, the job, because I enjoyed the part with my people. Mm-hmm. But it's fun to know that I could if I want to. Mm-hmm. And that's something I did. Nobody. Yeah, I got help, of course, but nobody did it for me. Mm-hmm. That's something that I took initiative. I sacrifices to do those things. I took bunch of calls during trips, and you on trip a lot with me. So you know that I take calls, I send your email, I take text message. But it's you don't have nothing for nothing. So that's the rewarding thing of building something. And then finally, the third phase is seeing seeing my associates start making their money and start actually making decent money. That's reward. Mm-hmm. That's reward, because I'm like, my God, they understand. I have 2 associates who are reaching or about to reach a phase where they increase their commission by 5 additional %. Mm-hmm. That makes me happy, because it means that they're getting and they're just going after it. So I motivate them even more,
Yeah, right.
But it's fun. It's fun to see those things happening, because you're not alone anymore. You have the team enthusiasm there, like it's rewarding, and it's something that I can say I created. Mm-hmm. And so those are the 3 things when you ask the questions, like the reward, the understanding of what's possible to do for myself as a traveler, the rewards to see my effort paying off financially in less than 3 years. Mm-hmm. And then finally seeing people who trust me to start in the agency, starting making good money, mm-hmm. while also having their own business.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So that's rewarding.
It's great to see. Obviously, I get a closer view than many of our listeners just because of our friendship and everything. But it's been phenomenal to see. I think the travel list, you're absolutely spot on. Like, I never would have considered Antarctica until you were telling me about it. And now I'm like, ooh, that's intriguing. And some of the other kind of like we had an episode about Ireland, right? And we had a guest on to talk about Ireland, and wasn't maybe top of mind as a potential destination, but now it kind of rose up the ranks, so to speak, because of hearing how the experience is. But one thing, I could be wrong about this. I think we may have shared it on a Monday Mindset. I don't remember if we ever shared it on a Wanderlust Wednesday, knowing some people may listen to this episode more often than some of the others. I think the other impressive thing is you don't spend money on advertising. Like all of your business growth. Well, I don't want to steal the thunder. Maybe you can share with the winners, like how you built this agency without spending hundreds or thousands of dollars a month advertising, because that's the real like wow type of thing. Because sometimes people will think,
Yeah.
oh, I don't have the money to build a side business. Your proof, it comes down to effort, not money, and creativity. Creativity plays a part. So I'll give you the floor. I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, it's fine. I mean, I can. That's very true, and I'm not against spending money if it's coming back. But till now, I literally spent business card, so that was a fee, and I spent I think $500 for sticker on the fridge that I give to clients. That's literally it. I try one time for a marketing company, $500 for a funnel marketing on Facebook. It was a waste of time, complete waste of time. At the end, I booked 2 small crews with that. So let's say I break even with the 500. All right. That's it. I mean, to start, I pay my franchise. Okay. So that's a fee. Anyone who started with me as an agent, they have a fee to pay for the license, for Dream Vacation Cruise One, and their yearly insurance. The total, the first, when they start, I'm very transparent. It's $649. So it's $499 one-time fee in your lifetime to get started. All right. So you have the license, you get the training, you get the email address, you get your website, you get everything that it's done for you. All right. Then you pay $150 insurance. And that's every year $150 just to be protected as a travel agent. All right. That's the only cost of working for in the agency. I have a monthly fee of $150 to maintain everything as an owner. As an associate, you don't have that fee. So you have $150 a year to pay. You can make in this business, but you need to work for it. It's like every business, it's important. But every single sale is from free advertising on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. I'm everywhere. But Facebook is by far my number one. It's 98% Facebook. All right. My clients tag me when they see someone saying like, hey, I need help for a vacation. I see my name being tagged a lot in Southwest Florida. And that's great. I'm grateful. But if they have a great experience, they just tag you. And then referral. Like when people comes back, you need to follow up. How was your experience? And ask them about what did they like the most, what was not that good. And I just gather all those information for each destination. So I can explain better to my client, because I cannot go everywhere all the time. I wish. But it's important to do that. And then follow up. Hey, do you know someone who is looking to go on vacation? And then go from there. You'll be surprised sometimes. Oh yes, actually, I think about someone. Let me send you the information. But if you don't ask, you don't get.
Right.
The worst case is that they don't answer. If you don't ask, you have the same answer.
Yeah.
So ask. You ask. And then in this business, more than anything else, because I know you were in mortgage business, and we have 2 people in the agency who are associates who own a large mortgage company. Mortgage, you don't buy a house every year. Some maybe, but majority of the time, no. People go on vacation every year, and some more than once a year. Once you do a great job with one one time, they will always come back for each and every one. I can stop now everything. I can disappear from Facebook. I would still have half my yearly income coming in just from my client that knows me, because they always come back. I don't have to follow up. They always will come back and book their next one, the next one, the next one. And that's the beauty of it, because the more you book, the more client you have, the more returning client you have.
Yeah.
So it's automatic. So I get at least once a week a text message from a client who asks for a next vacation. And that's because building the right way bring that up. Now, I want to spend money, like I said, into marketing. I want to be able to do so once I find the right agency that I trust and believe, and I want to put money in, because if I put 500 to get 2,000, I would put 5,000 to make 20,000.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But as of right now, you know what I spent, and it's peanuts.
Yeah.
And that's what's possible to do. But it's work. It's a lot of time and some sacrifices.
Well, very inspiring as always. And certainly, again, congratulations on earning that platinum designation. Just phenomenal. And like you said, it's just a matter of time before you're diamond. And then we can call you Sparkles at that point.
I'm fine.
Any last words before we wrap, my friend?
Now, I wish the success to every entrepreneur, every business owner. We all know it's not easy. It's not my first rodeo. I know you've been through some of them as well. But it's nothing more rewarding than building your own business. It's going to be the biggest reward that you can have, because it's coming from you, from your work, and from your sacrifices. So don't wait for something coming out of the blue. Just work for it. Find something you're passionate about, and don't give up.
Love it. Let's end on that note, inspirational note. So thank you, Nick. And again, congratulations to Nick Menard and Associates with Dream Vacations for earning that designation. Again, for Two for the Win, please be sure to subscribe, share, and follow Two for the Win on your favorite platform. We're on all of them. And thanks again to my co-host and his agency for sponsoring today's episode. That'll do it, Wanderlust winners, for today's episode. Please check us again next week. Take care.